The global economy can seem like a distant concept, something for economists and politicians to worry about. But the reality is, it touches every aspect of our lives. From the food we eat to the clothes we wear, the technology we use to the jobs we hold, we are all connected. What happens in one corner of the world can ripple outwards, impacting us all. Understanding the future of the global economy is not just about economics. It's about understanding the forces that will shape our world. It's about recognizing the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, for individuals, businesses, and nations. Over the next decade, the global economy will undergo a period of profound transformation. Driven by technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, and the ongoing impact of climate change, this period will be marked by both unprecedented challenges and remarkable opportunities. To navigate this complex landscape, we need to understand the key trends that will shape the coming decade. We need to be prepared for the risks and uncertainties that lie ahead, and we need to be ready to seize the opportunities that will inevitably arise. One of the most significant trends shaping the future of the global economy is the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence and automation. These technologies are already transforming industries from manufacturing and transportation to healthcare and finance. AI-powered systems are capable of analyzing vast amounts of data, identifying patterns, and making decisions with speed and accuracy that often surpasses human capabilities. This has led to the development of self-driving cars, personalized medicine, and sophisticated financial algorithms. Automation, on the other hand, is replacing human labor in tasks that are repetitive or dangerous. From factory floors to warehouses, robots are becoming increasingly common, boosting efficiency and productivity. While these technologies hold immense potential to improve our lives, they also raise concerns about job displacement and economic inequality. As machines become more sophisticated, they threaten to displace workers in a wide range of industries, from truck drivers to office clerks. Governments and businesses must work together to address these challenges by investing in education and training programs that equip workers with the skills they need to thrive in an automated future. Failure to do so could lead to widespread unemployment, social unrest, and economic instability. Another major trend shaping the global economy is the transition to a more sustainable future. Climate change is no longer a distant threat, but a present reality with far-reaching economic consequences. From extreme weather events to rising sea levels, the impacts of climate change are already being felt around the world, disrupting supply chains, damaging infrastructure, and displacing communities. In response to these challenges, there is a growing global movement towards clean energy and sustainable practices. Governments and businesses are investing heavily in renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. Consumers are also becoming more environmentally conscious, demanding products and services that are produced sustainably. This shift towards a green economy is creating new markets, industries, and jobs. The transition to a sustainable future will require significant investments in infrastructure, technology, and innovation. It will also require a fundamental shift in consumer behavior and business practices. But the economic benefits of a green economy are clear: reduced pollution, improved public health, and a more resilient and sustainable future. For decades, the global economy has been characterized by increasing globalization and interconnectedness. Goods and services flow freely across borders, driven by the principles of free trade and comparative advantage. However, in recent years, there has been a backlash against globalization, fueled by concerns about job losses, income inequality, and national sovereignty. This has led to a rise in protectionist policies, trade wars, and geopolitical tensions. The COVID-19 pandemic further exposed the vulnerabilities of global supply chains as lockdowns and border closures led to shortages and delays. As a result, there is a growing trend towards regionalization and reshoring, as companies seek to reduce their reliance on distant suppliers and markets. This shift away from globalization could have significant implications for the global economy, potentially leading to higher prices, reduced competition, and slower economic growth. However, it could also create opportunities for domestic industries and encourage the development of more resilient and sustainable supply chains. The financial landscape is also undergoing a period of rapid transformation, driven by the rise of digital currencies and blockchain technology. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have gained significant attention and investment, challenging the dominance of traditional fiat currencies. While still in their early stages of development, digital currencies have the potential to revolutionize the way we transact and manage our finances. They offer the promise of faster, cheaper, and more secure transactions, as well as greater financial inclusion for the unbanked. Blockchain technology, the underlying technology behind cryptocurrencies, is also being explored for a wide range of applications, from supply chain management to voting systems. Its decentralized and transparent nature has the potential to increase efficiency, reduce fraud, and empower individuals. However, the rise of digital currencies also poses challenges for regulators and policymakers, who are grappling with how to regulate this new asset class and mitigate the risks associated with money laundering, terrorist financing, and market volatility. In a world overflowing with information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We're bombarded with headlines, tweets, and breaking news alerts, often leaving us feeling disconnected and powerless. Yet, amidst the noise, understanding global events is more crucial than ever. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness, how events in distant corners of the world can ripple outward, shaping our lives in profound ways. Staying informed about global news empowers us. It allows us to engage in meaningful conversations, empathize with others, and make informed decisions that contribute to a better world. Whether it's a political shift, an economic trend, or a social movement, what happens globally matters locally. The world stage is alive with political drama, highlighting the complexities of power, justice, and human rights. In the United States, Nadine Menendez, wife of former Senator Bob Menendez, was found guilty in a bribery scandal. This case underscores the ongoing fight against corruption within the U.S. political system. Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of Congo suspended a major political party over alleged ties to rebel groups. In Nigeria, clashes between farmers and herders tragically claimed dozens of lives, exposing deep social and economic divisions. Ecuador's government raised alarms about an assassination plot against its president, while Tunisia imprisoned opposition leaders, raising concerns about authoritarianism. Adding to the turmoil, an earthquake in Myanmar worsened an already dire humanitarian crisis fueled by civil war. The global economy is grappling with uncertainty as trade tensions, inflation, and the pursuit of sustainable development collide. The ongoing trade war between the United States and China continues to threaten global supply chains. This economic standoff has far-reaching consequences, particularly for vulnerable populations like female textile workers in South Asia. Central banks worldwide are laser-focused on combating inflation, often resorting to interest rate hikes that risk triggering an economic slowdown. Adding further pressure, the ambitious Sustainable Development Goals face growing threats from extreme weather events, economic shocks, and persistent conflicts. The world of faith is experiencing its own share of upheaval and transformation. The Catholic Church prepares for a papal conclave following the death of Pope Francis, a pivotal moment that will shape the future direction of this global faith. In the United States, data suggests a potential stabilization in the decline of Christian identification, though generational divides persist. Religious tensions simmer in India, where demands to demolish a historic Muslim tomb spark outrage and highlight the challenges of preserving religious heritage in a diverse society. Globally, research reveals a concerning link between religious nationalism and compensatory behaviors, raising questions about the interplay of identity, faith, and social dynamics. Concerns about religious freedom also loom large, with cases like the detention of a U.S. scholar in Thailand and ongoing debates over Muslim land endowments in India. From Myanmar to Haiti, regional crises demand our attention and underscore the urgent need for global cooperation. The earthquake in Myanmar has compounded the suffering of a nation already grappling with civil war, creating a humanitarian disaster of immense proportions. In Sudan, renewed violence in Darfur has forced thousands to flee their homes, adding to the growing tide of global displacement. Yemen remains trapped in a cycle of violence, with escalating clashes and airstrikes threatening a fragile peace. Haiti's call for France to repay its independence debt reignites a painful historical debate about colonialism and its lasting legacy. And in Benin, an al-Qaeda affiliate claims responsibility for deadly attacks on military posts, underscoring the persistent threat of terrorism in the region.